For more than 3 decades, Harley Earl, as Vice President of Design at General Motors, the world's largest car company, dominated the design of automobiles across the globe. Born in 1893, Earl ruled GM's design strategy from 1927 till 1958, shaping the future of the automobile with the power of his vision. His vision gave rise to the 1950s Americana we know so well, those extravagant bolides, chrome-draped, be-winged, with bright two-tone paintwork and tinted glass. Harley's father, J.W. Earl, began work as a coach builder but shifted from horse-drawn vehicles to customized bodies, parts and accessories for automobiles, founding Earl Automobile Works in 1908. Earl left his studies to work with his father at Earl Automotive Works, eventually bought by Cadillac dealer Don Lee, who recognized Earl's talent for styling and color and retained him as the director of his custom body shop. On a visit to the dealership, Lawrence Fisher, general manager of the Cadillac division, was impressed by Earl's designs and methods, which included the use of modeling clay, and commissioned him to design a 1927 LaSalle. The success of the LaSalle convinced GM President Alfred Sloan to create the Art and Color division within GM, making it the world's first design department, and to name Earl as its first director. In 1937, the Art and Color division became the Styling division and, under Earl's supervision, it created the Buick Y Job, acknowledged as the world's first officially commissioned concept car. In the 1950s, under Earl's leadership, GM became the greatest progenitor of the concept car, with dozens of wild dream machines. But before that, soon after the war ended and car production got back on track, Harley Earl authorized the Frank Hershey design for the 1948 Cadillac, which incorporated the first automotive tail fins. Inspired by the tail of the Lockheed P-38 Lightning, the style became the rage of Detroit, with competition between Earl and Chrysler's design head, Virgil Exner, over the size and complexity of tail fins, culminating with those of the 1959 Cadillac. But it was not all in bad taste. Influenced by European sports cars racing on circuits post-war, Earl decided GM needed a sports car. The result was the 1953 Chevrolet Corvette, the only real sports car in continuous production from a major American manufacturer. The Corvette was also the world's first production car to use lightweight glass fiber reinforced plastic, a material it still uses today. On Earl's retirement in 1958, Bill Mitchell took over GM design. Harley Earl died in 1969 and, while he's remembered largely for the excesses of the 1950s, it's worth noting that GM sold some 35 million cars based on designs he'd overseen. Earl, who came up with the idea of building concept cars, qualified as a futuristic visionary. Some of his signature vehicles seem to have come straight from science fiction, including gadgetry that, more than a half-century later, still seems far out.